All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Down. Ready. Check. Watch 54. So don't say nothing. Raider one. Watch that.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 10 yards on the pitch.
That route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Man. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, 93. 56 to Mike. Smooth. Don't get nervous. Mike 56. Mike 56. You can't block me. 93. 93.
Now they'll throw with Carr. He gets it to Cooks. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down.
Now, 180. 56. Express.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
Mike 56. 618. 56. Mike. Hey, Mike 7.
From the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Hey, let go.
Carr now on first down. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
Now, 280. Mike 51. Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
No. Ran. Check.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Down. 180. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
They hand off to their big tight end. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Down. 180. Mike 54. You got nothing. 29.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Express. 56. 29. 56. Let's go, D. Hey, Foxtrot.
So that'll back him up 5. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go. White. Express. Motion. Mike 56. Mike 56. What? 9. 56. Mike 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
Let's go, baby.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
180. Here I come. You're mine. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, Delta.
protection. Now it's Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun now for Carr. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Completes it to Davis. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Ran, tough. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. A gain of 6 there on first.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Shift. Ran, tough. Check. Shoot.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
They're running it. Kill. Alert. 18. 56, Mike, 56.
Now it's Trubisky. Completes it to Hardman. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Complete to Nico Hartman. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
That's trash. Alert. Hey, turn it up.
Trubisky to throw again. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Vikings 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Alert. Me. I got him. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Here's Gordon. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Lock in, lock in. Check 6 guys.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Nick Vigil just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
I got you, Pop. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I got you.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Sit up. 80. Get him. Get him. Get him. Motion. "56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 56.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, wahoo! Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Get up! 180! Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Red, up. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. This is intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the grab with Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Rudolph looking to throw it. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Corey Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Seam 6.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Get that quarterback and explode. Hey, 734. Mike 51. That's it.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Let's go. 90, Wolf. I got one. 5.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. And he rifles one incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
10 low.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Rudolph. He's got White here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Hey, Haywood.
Rudolph just does beat the play clock. The open man is Smith. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Double dog. That's the way.
Now.
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. And this one complete to Smith. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rudolph. It's complete. James White. Now White lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Mike, White down. Man, I got you. Sled.
McCaffrey. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about.
There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Melvin Gordon, 83 yards, and the Colts have taken the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a little.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
93.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Bravo.
It's me and you. It's just me and you.
Now Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
93. Hey, Charlie.
Watch your slack, watch your slack. Watch your slack.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. On 1st down, Carr. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
694.
56. Mike's 56.
Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
56. Who that?
Hey, dude.
56. Mike, 56.
Carr to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, exit.
56 to Mike. 56.
Ready?
Here's Rudolph. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, orbit. Pilot, 64, weak.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. You're not ready. You're not.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the shift.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Carr. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
This is caught. It's Cooks. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, 180. Right there, 56. 29.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
You don't want it. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Mike's 56. Here we go, Gary. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, Alpha.
56.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch twist. Kill. 54. Mike 54.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, let's go. All day, dog.
Topper! 5.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Go!
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I got him.
Look at me! Zipper!
Here we go. 51 Mike. Mike 51. You ready?
Out of the gun, Rudolph. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
And the Vikings first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's coming in, Mike. 56. Mike, 56. Kill.
Now Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for Indianapolis, it's just their 2nd win here in 11 tries this season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.